Here we go. Hello, everybody. My name is Brett Taylor. I'm the Director of Operations at Interaction International, and I'd like to invite you to jump into June with us. I have invited a very special guest, Haddie Grace, to tell you a little bit about what we're doing at Interaction. So, Haddie, first tell us, what are some of the places that you've called home over the years?
So I have an American passport. I spent 16 years in Senegal, and then when we moved back to the US, I lived in Washington State, North Carolina, South Carolina, and now I live in Alberta, Canada.
That's right. You've been quite a few places. I've known you for a number of years, but how did you end up getting connected to the programs we're doing at Interaction?
Well, I first heard about Among World magazines on Facebook, and then later on, I saw an Instagram story from one of my missionary friends. And they shared a post by Interaction International about the TCK Zoom Connects that were happening. And so I decided to get on and see what it was all about. And it was really fun. And I saw you there. And so, yeah, I'm really glad that I heard about it.
It was so fun to reconnect with you and surprise too. That was fun. Tell people though who don't understand what TCK and MK Life is about, why you appreciate having some special programs for you as a TCK and an adult TCK.
Yeah, there's care that is for TCKs on the field. There's school counselors at missionary schools. There's people who are set up to minister to MKs, but a lot of that, a lot of those resources aren't there for MKs when they go back to the US. And they're especially not there in the very key years right after college, which is where I am right now. And so I'm so thankful for Interaction International and the resources that they have, including the digital magazine, but also these virtual TCK Connects, where I can get on the computer and no matter where I am in the world and be with a group of people who understand me in a unique way, having gone through the same kinds of things that I've gone through and having grown up overseas. And that's been really helpful for me. Sometimes on the field, MKs can feel like their well-being only matters in as much as it directly relates to their parents' ministry or impacts it. And sometimes MKs can feel like, okay, they want to take care of me so that my parents don't have to leave the field because of my struggles, or so that the ministry can go on. And I'm thankful that I never had to feel that way, that I really knew that there were people out there who wanted to care for me irrespective of my parents' ministry, who just wanted to care for me. And organizations like Interaction International that are independent, that care for MKs across the board, not just within a specific missions organization, were really, I think they're key to sort of removing that suspicion that MKs might have, and caring for MKs really long term.
Yeah, we do love caring for MKs like you at Interaction, and it's fun to just hear people share stories on the Connects and hear people write like the articles you've written for Among World for us, or that comes out next month. Haddie, though, we have partners and we're asking partners to potentially financially invest in our organization. What would you say to them about the value of that investment?
Yeah, I would say that a lot of times people think of missions as consisting of just missionaries and the people that they minister to, but organizations like Interaction make sure that MKs don't get lost in that, and that they're not left out of the picture, and that they're not out of the equation. And so that means a lot to me to know that there are people in the church who care about MKs, not just superficially, but to the point that they make sure that there's these organizations and resources in place, and that there's people who can uniquely minister to me in a special way that like my pastor can't, or my Bible study leader can't, or even my parents can't. My parents care for me deeply. They're very understanding and I have a good relationship with them, but they're not missionary kids and they're not TCKs, they're missionaries. And so they have a different experience than I do. And so to get on with adults who have been missionary kids, or they're TCKs themselves, and to know that they have that experience that sort of legitimizes their counsel, that has been really invaluable to me.
Thank you so much, Haddie, and thank you for your kind words about what we're doing, and we really value and appreciate you. And we'd like to invite you, our partners, to consider partnering with us financially. We do have some needs as Interaction. We have a goal and jump into June, $38,900 by June 12th, and some new gifts that we would like to see met. And part of those gifts are to some things that aren't very fun. like $8,400 to help with some of our office and overhead costs, like paying the rent and utilities and things of that nature. And so if you would consider partnering with us and helping meet some of those needs for us into our jump into June, we would really appreciate your partnership in that. You can partner with us in one of two ways easily. One is through the internet on interactionintl.org, our webpage, or you can do it through sending a check to Interaction International at the address listed there. So thank you for joining us today and listening. Thank you, Haddie, for sharing your stories. It always warms my heart to hear and see from you again.